Okay, I think we are live for today's severe weather event. So we are actually going live here for a PDS, I think. Yeah, a PDS tornado warning right now. Which I think they're just... I think they have downgraded it to a confirmed tornado. But I am gonna go with This is a large and extremely dangerous tornado in progress right now. We got these twin cells right here that are both producing tornadoes. Well, at least one of them does have a tornado warning on it. But it is a confirmed tornado right now. Get in your safe place now. And this is a pretty dangerous tornado right here. A particularly dangerous situation right now. Yeah, definitely the most organized is up here. Yeah, this thing is a wedge. This is a wedge tornado. There's a wedge tornado on the ground right now. There is a tornado possible label on the severe thunderstorm warning right here. There is a little bit of rotation right here, though. There is a little bit of rotation. Some broad rotation. Well, it could be yeah. Definitely some broad rotation is all this is right now on the severe storm. They might warn that, actually, so just stay weather aware. Okay, so they did actually add on a new severe thunderstorm watch right here. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this would be all. This is gonna be obviously all the stuff right there now, but this is gonna be all the rest of everything basically. We kind of have a line of storms looking thing. Or maybe just, yeah, it's more of a cluster than a line of storms, bringing a bit more of a hail threat. Let's take a look of the storm reports. Okay, wasn't that low? Okay, there we go. No. We have 8 tornado reports so far today. And no severe weather risk. By the way, this severe thunderstorm warning has a tornado possible label and also up to golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour damaging winds. So, and also a considerable severe thunderstorm. There we go. It came out of my mouth. Report of damage to a homestead. Okay, they did just warn a tornado warning for Max, basically. Max, this is for Dundee County. That's, I think, all it is. But there is rotation right here. There's a chance this could be a confirmed tornado doing damage. What? There we go. I thought my stream was broke. There's some pretty big hail on this storm, too. Some really big hail. I feel like a bit bigger than golf ball sized hail. Maybe tennis ball to baseball sized hail almost. At least that's what I'm seeing on radar. We no longer have a PDS tornado warning anymore. We have a confirmed tornado, though. We no longer have that confirmed tornado. So. There is a oh my goodness. So this tornado warning in Sharon, this has grapefruit-sized hail. Holy. I think it had a bit bigger hail a little bit ago. It may have gone down a bit. That is huge hail. Grapefruit size hail is crazy to me. What hail risk do we have today again? We have a 45% hatched risk for hail. Okay. Grapefruit size hail, by the way. Grapefruit size hail is I don't think I've ever streamed grapefruit sized hail. I've streamed, I think, softball size hail. Wait a minute. Is grapefruit smaller than... 1 minute. Apparently softball size hail has... apparently this is softball size hail. This report says grapefruit, but softballs 4.5 inches, and that's what it's warned for. They did just put a severe thunderstorm warning. 3-inch size hail, which is still teacup size hail. I'm pretty teacup size hail is like just a bit bigger than baseball, but this is also 70-mile-an-hour damaging winds and 3-inch size hail, which is teacup. It used to be one for grapefruit size hail. Anyone in Woodward, Moreland, this storm is producing 70-mile-an-hour damaging winds and teacup size hail. That is pretty big, if you ask me. This is a destructive thunderstorm. A destructive thunderstorm right here. Checking up on the tornado warning in Max. Oh my goodness, this radar site has a lot of corrosion. There is still a tiny couplet. Why is it so? The storm does still have a tiny couplet right here. So it's right here and it's heading that way. So my guess is they would issue a tornado warning like or something like that. If that keeps going. Yeah, this has a lot better couplet. This has a more organized rotation on the storm right here. Rotation actually seemed to get a bit stronger on this storm. This rotation is heading toward Grinnell, Grainfield. My guess is issue a tornado warning, something like this. Yeah, something like that. I swear. Grinnell and basically Grainfield, you guys are now under tornado warning. Get to your safe place, cause I am almost positive that this could be on the ground soon. Getting a safe place, especially Grinnell, cause you guys could easily take a direct hit. If this is on the ground, which I hope it isn't, and if it's doing damage, Grinnell, it might be in a bad situation here. We'll just have to see. Max, you guys are still under a tornado warning. I think there's a chance to let this expire. I wouldn't be surprised. And then they might let this tornado warning expire. Okay, yeah, this is actually, that rotation has gotten a lot stronger. There's a chance we could have a damaging tornado right here. There's a chance. I want those tornado reports flooding in from that. I guess those are the only storms that have any tornadoes warnings on them, except that one. Yeah, unless this calms down, Grinnell, I think, Grinnell, Grinnell or something. I'm pretty sure you guys could be in a very dangerous situation here. There could be a damaging tornado right here, heading straight for Grinnell. Grinnell could take a direct hit. I need Grinnell to take cover right now. It says it's only radar indicated because we really don't have any debris signature. Because I don't think it's really going any. I don't think it's going in really any houses. I need a storm chaser to tell me. I think definitely there's a chance this could dissolve a PDS tornado warning. Back to the huge hailstorm down in Texas. This is still one for 70 mile an hour damaging winds and 3-inch size hail. 3 teacup size hail. The rotation is heading toward like places like Moreland. Moreland could be affected by this potential tornado. Going down to Texas here. Ranger and Strawn, you guys are under a tornado warning. This actually looks like something. I can't really confirm it, but there is a chance that we have something on the ground. But this is one for a tornado and baseball-sized hail. So this is also really damaging hail. Okay, it's kind of disconnected from the storm a bit. Yeah. Going back up here, hopefully I got my next scan. Yeah, this is still a really damaging tornado. The rotation has gotten a lot stronger. The rotation has gotten stronger over this scan. Grinnell could be in a bad situation here. Grinnell is probably already going over hail. Next, they got a tornado. Okay, we have a PDS tornado right now. We have a PDS tornado. A PDS tornado warning right now. Grinnell, you guys need to get in your safe place right now. This is a PDS tornado warning. Grinnell needs to get in their safe place right now. This is a confirmed PDS tornado warning right now. This is a considerable. Grinnell needs to get in a safe place right now. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover right now. This is a confirmed tornado. Take cover. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Getting in a safe place, Grinnell. You guys are probably about to take a direct hit from this tornado. It looks like rotation has gotten just a bit weaker, but that is one scan. Grinnell, if this did not die out, this you guys are ready to take a direct hit. A direct hit. Get in a safe place right now. There's also a new tornado warning for Stratton now. So Max and Stratton is now under a tornado warning. It looks like the rotation, it looks like the rotation on this storm has gotten all of a sudden a bit stronger. So Grinnell there's a chance that they could take 2 direct hits. Oh my goodness. There's a chance that Grinnell could take two direct hits. Oh my gosh. This is a very damaging tornado right here. There, we have our official tornado report just came in. A particularly dangerous situation. You need to get in your safe place right now. Grinnell could take 2 direct hits. There's a chance. I mean, you can see this tornado is kind of curved a bit and straight for Grinnell. Hopefully, it just misses the downtown part at least, because I think it will get the outer parts. Grinnell needs to take cover right now. I need my radar scans. Come on. And long-term tracks of this tornado would be in places like Hoxie and Menlo, or just between them. Do we have a signature yet? No WE signature. That's good. It's not hitting any houses right now. Right now it's not. Luckily, this tornado has not a lot of inflow on it, I don't think, because you could see that there's not a lot of inflow where this. So there's a chance that this tornado, that might be stopping the tornado from being strong. But even after it will hit Grinnell, like, because it is starting to get even more inflow here. Even more inflow now is starting to come in. So this tornado will undoubtedly gain a lot more strength. Other than this one has plenty time to. This could be. I don't know why they haven't warned this for a tornado warning right yet. That's kind of weird. But this rotation is coming up on Grinnell. After this confirmed tornado, PDS tornado hits Grinnell, we could have the same thing happen. They need to warn this. I feel like because Grinnell is about to get hit. Oh. Okay, luckily, rotation has actually weakened a bit. Yeah, rotation has weakened a bit. Okay, that's good. And there's not a lot of inflow on this. Like, this was some inflow right here. Like, there was about 30 mile an hour inflow, and now there's like 20 to 7 mile an hour. Grinnell, you guys still could be in a bad situation. And Okay, hoping Grinnell. I'm really hoping that Grinnell does not get hit by this. I think I'm saying this name right. Oh, look at this storm right here. Okay, well, now I feel like this will need to be one for a PDS. Okay, this rotation has just gone northward, so it is not going to be hitting a lot of towns. Assuming they will put like another tornado warning for like something like that, because this is starting to turn north. Rotation has also strengthened on this. We have another tornado warning right here for rotation, specifically right there. Other than this one, and for straighten and max, kind of hard to read because all the corrosion, but right there. Okay, well now, what? So I think this might be doing damage soon, but apparently it decide. Oh, there's a debris signature. It just started hitting Grinnell, and this thing already started strengthening all of a sudden. This thing started strengthening. Grinnell is about to take a direct hit. This is your last warning. And some of Grinnell is already getting hit right now. This is your last warning. Anybody in front of this tornado, it's about to go through Grinnell. Just waiting on my next scan. Grinnell is taking a direct hit right now. I think the tornado may have died off a little bit. There was a huge debris signature on this. Anyone in North Grinnell, this is your final warning. Grinnell has taken a direct hit and actually is taking a direct hit. Future tracks of this thing will be in places like in between Hoxie, or in between Menlo and Hoxie, or just Hoxie, I feel like. Grinnell is taking direct hit. This is kind of a slow moving tornado, so this is going to do a lot more damage. Come on, die. And even then, Grinnell could get another direct hit, or at least, if this one does not turn, like the one in Grinnell did, this one will hit Grainfield on the outskirts of Grainfield. So if this is a tornado warning over, if this does turn into a tornado right here, that will go by that will go on the outskirts of Greenfield or turn and hit Grinnell. Yeah, there's a tornado. There's a tornado right now. They just NWS employee reported it. This is a extreme tornado. Okay, thankfully the tornado is just starting to die out now. Some of Grinnell already got hit, but even in North Grinnell, stay in a safe place. Debris signature is a little bit spread out now, thankfully. If the debris signature is like that, that means the tornado is most likely still on the ground. The debris signature is kind of wonky, so hopefully the tornado has died out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is good. Tornado has absolutely sped through after it started hitting Grinnell. I feel like the tornado still went through there, but before it got to the downtown Grinnell, it kind of sped up. Thankfully, it is dead. This was a very bad situation right here for Grinnell. Rotation has just immediately died out. I don't know what happened, but that's good because Grinnell did just get hit by a bad tornado. Whew. Okay, going back to this tornado near Ranger and Strawn. Rotation is still rotating pretty at a pretty alarming rate here, but luckily isn't rotating and there is a confirmed tornado. A confirmed tornado that right here, I'm pretty sure Grinnell was being hit. Yeah, I think there was a tornado and it went near Stratton. Yeah, a tornado just cleared Stratton, or at least in the downtown area. But this is a confirmed tornado, and it is heading toward Palisade, Palisade, I think. Palisade? Ugh. Oh my goodness. There also was a funnel cloud right here. Multiple reports on social media of a funnel cloud southwest of Ray. In Ray, there was one in Chez Hill. And also, there is a report of 61 mile an hour wind gust. Okay, there was power line poles snapped and broken. Okay, yeah. This is still a really strong rotation on this thing. And even if there's no tornado, this storm is bringing really some pretty bad winds. with this storm. I'm surprised they have it upgraded to at least 70, let alone 80. I feel like would be an appropriate thing to do on the severe thunderstorm warning. They may have done it on this future one. No. Okay. Well, yeah. The tornado. Yeah. The tornado was snapping power lines over here. Going back down here in Texas for Strawn and Ranger. This is the rotation has kind of weakened, and now it could be regaining strength, but otherwise this is still 70 mile an hour wind gust on this. I mean, damaging winds will also, yeah, you know. Okay, well, there was a PDS tornado warning. Now, for thankfully the tornado has already went past any and all the towns already. It should have been one for a PDS. Okay, well, but there was a PDS tornado warning right here. A particularly dangerous situation. This is the potentially life-threatening situation. Luckily, the tornado has a little bit more time before it gets to a town. So, Hamlet, Palisade. Excuse me. Really, honestly, anyone in this yellow polygon right here, I would just take cover. I mean, they're probably gonna warn a tornado warning for like that or something like that, but I would take cover. This is a PDS tornado warning right now. A PDS. This is a large and extremely dangerous tornado in progress. Let me take a look at the storm reports right now. I know we've had more than we've had 15 tornado reports already. 15 tornado reports. Yeah, today is a definite outbreak day. Ryan Hoy will be sending out so many crews to. There's so many people hit by tornadoes last night, and now the Grinnell that got hit by it was a really damaging tornado for Grinnell tonight, and let alone like we've had already 15 tornado reports. And I still probably have to be live for like the next 5 to 6 hours still. Very long severe weather event today. Super long. Okay, well, what's weird is rotation has gotten a bit stronger, and let alone there is up to 80 mile an hour damaging winds on the storm. In the okay, they did just they did just put down another tornado warning for Hamlet of Higher Center. Anyone, does it rotate? Anyone in that red polygon right here, I'll go on reflectivity so it's easier to see. Anyone on that red polygon right here, this could still be a very damaging tornado. So please get in a safe place, because this could be a damaging tornado still. This tornado is kind of turning. This could impact areas like uh, 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 Hamlet, what? What? What on? What on into? Bro. Anyone in that red polygon? I just dropped my cup. Anyone in that red polygon there? This could still be a very damaging situation. Well, we had a tornado. Oh, this tornado. This rotation has been strengthening again. We may have just had a mesoscale. We may have just had a mesoscale handoff. We may have had a mesoscale handoff right here. Yeah, we definitely had a mesoscale handoff because you could see how strong that tornado was. Then it just dissipated immediately, and then a little bit of rotation, and then it just kind of, and yeah, we could see another PDS tornado for places like Hoxie. If this stays alive long enough, this is coming right for Hoxie. This tornado that could be on the ground right now. There's a chance. Anyways, going up to this PDS tornado warning. Particularly dangerous situation. Luckily, rotation has weakened out just a bit. I feel like they will just downgrade this to a normal tornado warning, or at least a confirmed tornado. But this, for places like Hoxie, that could actually be a very dangerous situation. Going down to these tornado warnings in Texas. Sorry. This is a confirmed tornado warning, and this is a confirmed tornado heading straight for Strawn right now. This is heading straight for Strawn. So, Strawn could take a direct hit by chance by this tornado. Strawn could take a direct hit. This is still a particularly dangerous situation. They did just warn a new tornado warning for Hoxie now. I think that's how you say Hoxie, I think. By the way, I'm pretty sure this rotation actually has strengthened a lot more now. This rotation has strengthened a lot more. We could have just had a mesocyclone handoff happen. We could see another tornado with this supercell right here. This PDS tornado warning does expire in about 2 more minutes. But there is a chance in the next 2 minutes, we'll already have another particularly dangerous, a PDS tornado warning, a particularly dangerous situation right here. Today is a chaotic day. Last night was very chaotic. We may have had year 5 by chance. 1 minute. This does expire, but there could be another PDS tornado warning right over here or down over here. Or right here. There is a observed. Oh wait, I already said that, but there is a observed tornado warning. And this tornado is heading straight for Strawn right now, still in Texas. This potential tornado will be heading for Hoxie in Kansas. This tornado warning has expired, by the way. Okay, luckily the rotation near Hoxie is basically, done already. Like, we may have had a mesoskill handoff, and there may have been a tornado for a minute there. Luckily, didn't hit any towns. But if there is a tornado right here, which I don't really think there is, it is heading straight for Hamlet. Hamlet, stay in your safe place. Okay, we are back down. No PDS tornado warning. Finally. We are back down to a confirmed tornado. They did just issue another tornado warning for Grainfield and Park. The rotation is basically right over Grainfield right now. Okay, luckily rotation has weakened a bit, but Strawn is still gonna get some pretty damaging winds from the storm. Like, they're already getting up to like 50. They're gonna get either a tornado or damaging winds. The main rotation is gonna go in northern Strawn. But this is one for baseball size on 70-mile-an-hour damaging winds. We have 19 tornado reports, 119 hail reports, and 61 wind reports. So far, tornadoes have been the main threat. There's this new tornado warning for Kinsley and Lewis in Nebraska. This is still a confirmed tornado. Thankfully, the main rotation is gonna go just north of Strawn, or on the very, very outskirts of Strawn. But still be in your safe place. There's no reason to come out. Rotation has just gotten north of Hamlet. There's this spot of rotation, and there's this spot of rotation. Ready to come over, or just gonna be on the eastern side of Hoxie in Nebraska. I mean in Kansas. My bad. This severe thunderstorm warning does have a tornado possible label. Oh wait, yeah, that's the one with the tornado warning. This tornado warning does go for about 22 minutes, and this is for Lewis and Kinsley in Kansas. Going up to the Nebraskan storms. Okay, good. Well, actually, we can give a really look of where the rotation is right there. That's the look. That's kind of an easy look is kind of what I'm showing. But this is basically getting out of like good radar zone. This is basically already out of good radar zone. The severe thunderstorm warning does have a tornado possible label for eastbound Lebanon and Burr Oak in Nebraska. The severe thunderstorm warning down here, there's a whole bunch of hail reports. I think this is the most of the hail reports we had. I think this is the same storm with grapefruit size hail. Yeah, but this storm is a huge hailer on the storm. This is a huge hailer. This is still one for about baseball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour damaging winds. This is one for ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour damaging winds. So this cell has already done damage to places like Elglada, I think. I'm pretty sure it's done. It looks like it did some damage at least, but it did some damage. And then the storm went through Grinnell. Like you'd see, that's the debris signature when it started going through the outskirts, and then it blew up, and then thankfully the tornado died after that. Way before it got into the most popular part of Grinnell. This 21 does go for about 3 more minutes for Pauk and Grainfield. This goes for about 18 more minutes for Hoxie in Nebraska. We have 20 tornado reports now. We have up to 5 tornado warnings, by the way, I think. Yeah, 7 tornado warnings, I meant. We're up to 7 tornado warnings. A new tornado warning down in Texas was, I think, just issued. But this is for Santo and Gordon. This is a confirmed tornado. This is a confirmed tornado. Switch. Future tracks of this thing looks like just north of Santo in Texas. Then it should. I'm hoping it dies out before it gets into like Weatherford, Hudson Oaks, Willow Park. Like hopefully, I hope it dies out before it gets into this county. But if that, we could have a violent long track tornadoes are likely today. By the way, a new tornado warning was for Hygla, Hygla, something like that. But anyone in this red polygon, please get to a safe place. This could be this is safe. You guys are under a tornado warning. I cannot talk. Cleveland, Kansas. And see there. Here is our hook. Let's go back to this one actually. By the way, areas that were already affected by these PDS tornadoes and all that, get ready for another round. It's gonna be a bit more windy though. It's gonna be a bit more windy of a round, really. Here is it. And what's bad is some of these areas that were already affected by a whole bunch of storms are going to be affected over and over again until these storms stop initiating, kind of. It looks like we actually might have. There's a chance we could have a recycle on our tornado. It looks like we could have a tiny hook forming just north of Hamlet. Right there. Do I have a closest radar site? By the way, this tornado warning was shortened for like areas like Lewis and Kinsley, but you guys are out of it. But just in case, for maybe the next 10 minutes, I would just stay in your storm shelter just in case. But it's kind of your choice at that point, since you are out of a tornado warning. But if you are in this red polygon owl, you should stay covered. Unless you're like over here, you should still take cover. But okay, there is a chance that we could actually have a tornado. Right? Why? We could have a potential tornado on the ground. Luckily, I'm going for more rural areas, but this potential tornado will be approaching someone in a very long time tracks. Will be approaching Radium, maybe Garfield. but this could turn, and right now I think Kinsley is the closest to this. But we could see a tornado in Nebraska now. Greensburg. What's going on? This let me make sure it is. Yeah, this could actually be a tornado that could actually do something. 1 minute. 1 minute here. 1 minute. Okay, yeah, this is still a confirmed tornado. Downborough. This is seriously. By the way, this was upgraded to a confirmed tornado. By the way. But over here, this was downgraded to a. This was downgraded to a radar indicated rotation. But this rotation is heading for places like Santo. This is also pretty slow moving. They actually did put another tornado warning down. Mainly rural areas, but it is right by like this St. Francis. You're basically in this. They did put another tornado warning down. So areas affected by this storm over here could by chance be affected again by more of a damaging wind threat, but that was also a pretty damaging one. That was a really damaging one. Like these areas, like under, like, well, anyone under this severe thunderstorm watch on, I think we may have just had the final, I think we had a final supercell form, but I don't know about that actually. I don't know a cape right now. But anyone in that severe thunderstorm watch, there's a chance that you guys are just gonna keep getting hit by these severe thunderstorms, especially anyone right here could be getting hit by a non-stop severe thunderstorm for a while here. I think I have my microphone way too far. My bad. Okay, well, this is now a confirmed tornado going straight for Santo now. Whoops. We might have a debris signature because it might be going on the very outskirts. Whoa. Yeah, we have a tornado apparently, I think, on the ground. Yeah, weather spot has confirmed a tornado that is on the ground going straight for Santo. So Santo, getting a safe place, you have a tornado running to your doorstep. Doorstep. 21 does expire in 5 more minutes. This is one for, I think, two tennis balls I sell almost. And just really 2 inches I sell. That's really it. Oh, it's in 60-mile-an-hour damaging ones and golf balls I seal. Okay. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, there was a lot of places of rotation. The main one is obviously right there, but here is a little spot of rotation, and here is the main spot of rotation. There was a huge wall cloud on this. Let me see. There was a huge wall cloud. Where's Connor chasing? I feel like Connor might be up here. Either way. But people in that severe thunderstorm warning down here could get hit later tonight. But anyone in this up to here, like where that mesoscale discussion is, that blue circle right here in that severe thunderstorm watch, which is right there, like an oval kind of. You guys will most likely be getting hit by non-stop severe thunderstorms. I would not be surprised. I mean, there's a chance we'll have to keep the watch going as long as more and more storms start to develop. Yeah, this tornado. Well, last time, this tornado is heading straight for Santo. So Santo, be ready. Get in your safe place right now, and anyone in that tornado warning. There was a new report, I think, of 1 minute. And there was a report from like 11 minutes ago that there was a tornado. Whoa, there was a tornado on the ground. And the rotation is heading for Garfield. It's heading straight for Garfield in Kansas. We so far had 22 tornado reports. Well, now 23. 126 hail reports and 62 wind reports. Wind is definitely going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow is definitely a wind day. And actually, 10% hatch risk tomorrow for tornadoes. So, tornado, wind day, and definitely hail day. It's mostly driven by wind and hail, but there is 10% hatch risk for tornadoes. So, I definitely will be live for tomorrow's severe weather event. And that's a pretty big area, so I will be live for a pretty big chunk of the day tomorrow. "23 tornado reports already, and imagine how much last night, though. Last night was a crazy night last night. Super crazy. Okay, well, it's a particularly dangerous situation for Kansas. This is a PDS tornado warning for Kansas right now. This is for areas like Garfield and just out of Lewis. This is Garfield. You are in a PDS tornado warning. Long-term tracks of this will be Lound and Radium. And this actually looks like it could be turning a bit. So we could have a direct hit for Garfield. Maybe. There's a chance we could have a direct hit. Garfield, get in your safe place right now. You guys are on the road. This is a PDS tornado warning. There's actually two spots of a little rotation. There's right here, right there. There's a chance we could have twin tornadoes. Just a small chance. PDS tornado warning for Garfield right now. Get in a safe place right now. This is going a bit fast. Get in your safe place. Garfield, in any minute now, could take a direct hit. If there's rotation right there, Garfield is gonna. Holy crap! There is a little rotation right there. There is rotation right there, and there's rotation. There's three spots of rotation that easily could produce a tornado, and I think it has. The stronger one right there, the main one right there, actually. I think that's just a little. We'll see on the next end, but this is the main one. You guys are under a particularly dangerous situation. You need to get in your safe place right now. Particularly dangerous situation for Garfield in Kansas. Santo, there is still a very, very slow moving tornado in Santo. It is coming for Santo in northern Gordon right now. I want to say a tornado right now. I don't think velocity signatures are really good enough, really strong enough. But we could see a tornado there in any minute. Yeah, Garfield is definitely in a pretty bad situation. Specifically, right, this rotation and this small rotation right here. We'll see what happens. We actually could have two. We could. There's a chance we could have two tornadoes right now. We could have twin tornadoes at the second. There's a chance. There's a chance we could have tornadoes, twin tornadoes. Garfield needs to be ready for this. And in Southern Garfield, this is your last warning. The rest of it, maybe you still have a chance. Just get in a safe place right now. And 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 like around, like if like any loved ones, tell them right now, because who knows, these tornadoes could be knocking at their doorstep. A new tornado warning right now was just issued for areas like Wallace and 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 Hyatt Center. This is definitely this could definitely be something. It's just Vader say he's super far away. I think. Actually, there's gonna. Don't really have a good radar sight on this thing. It's super far away. I'm back to Garfield. There's a chance that this thing could. Okay, I think rotation could be weakening out a little bit. Just in anyone in Garfield, still be in your safe place, because even if you don't get hit by a tornado, you're gonna get hit by up to 60-mile-an-hour winds, and who knows, there actually could be a tornado on the ground. This is no longer a particularly dangerous situation anymore. Still be in your safe place, because it is a confirmed tornado. This is a confirmed tornado, by the way. What the? I don't know. Okay. Don't know what was happening there. There is still a observed tornado warning. This is still a well, it's a radar indicated rotation right now. But there actually might be something right above Gordon right now. Wow. Anyone in... There could be something that could hit Gordon directly. There could be something. I'm gonna need another radar. I'm gonna need another scanner to confirm. By the way, we are back down to one observed tornado warning, and that's the one that is actually could be hitting Garfield head on right now. No debris, it's just a lot of wind that's hitting Garfield right now. Thank goodness, man. There's zero debris. There was just a little bit of rotation, but a lot of wind. It's mostly just wind, thankfully. And this tornado warning does expire in 3 more minutes. The areas that were affected by that PDS tornado will be affected by this line of storms. At least small line of storms. Whoops. I don't know if we'll have something on the ground. It's kind of hard to tell if we don't have a storm chaser confirming it, or it's not, or if it's hitting a town. There is a severe thunderstorm warning for that is 60-mile-an-hour damaging winds and 1-inch size hail. This is for Freedom, and there's another severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour damaging winds and 1-inch size hail. I think that is quarter size hail, by the way. There could be a tornado actually going right over Santo. Oh, what? There's a chance that a tornado could be going right over Santo right now. It's really hard to tell with all this. Can I go to a different radar site? That will help me a bit. By the way, they did just warn another tornado warning. And this tornado warning is one for the stuff. Is one for, I'm pretty sure that. Whoa. How did I do that? Huh. There we go. there is still, I feel like there could still be a tornado on the ground, but the radar stays so far away. Well, we still have 23 tornado reports, by the way. By the way, they did cancel both of those tornado warnings. So, down in By the way, this tornado watch, I'm gonna just change the radars. This tornado watch right here, and then it goes into here. This tornado watch, like I said, that tornado watch right here expires in about 55 more minutes. I'll be right back. this tornado watch down in Texas goes for about only 2 more hours. So if they do not issue more tornado watches, the threat will most likely be done in the next 2 to 3 hours. There's a little hook right there. So that's something. And also, there's a hook right here. So basically, that's what I'm saying. All this right here, all that wind is basically inflow on the tornado, and I guess the outskirts. So there's that's a lot of inflow. That's gonna be feeding, well, what might be a tornado. Okay, well that will be feeding the tornado that is in progress apparently. This rotation is pretty strong, is what I'm seeing right here. But it's not really strong enough for them to issue a PDS tornado warning. This tornado right here seems to be a pretty damaging tornado. Let's see if there's any. We might have a tornado. You could see there might be a tornado that is on the ground in southern Santo, or just south of Santo. Yeah, maybe. There could be a tornado on the ground. It is one for a confirmed tornado. By the way, the rest of these severe thunderstorms that go like all the way up here, they might issue a severe thunderstorm watch up there. We really don't know. But really, everything, all the severe weather will be done around. Will be done in around an hour or two. So I think most of the risk will be done, but we will see. I actually haven't looked at the triple R. I mean, honestly, they probably will keep this tornado warning going. It will probably be something like that. Okay. Uh, uh, lip, Lipan. I can't talk. Lip. That popcorn made me not talk. Lipan, something like that. Oak Trail Shores. And Annetta, Annetta South also is under a confirmed tornado warning for about an hour, 1 hour and 2 minutes. The tornado watch up here will be done in about 47 minutes. So, they and I really don't. Me and the National Weather Service really doesn't think much of really more severe weather up here. There might be some occasional thunderstorms, maybe a tornado warning or two. I don't know. But it's looking like, well, first we had a confirmed tornado. Second of all, this could that rotation looked a bit strong to me. Yeah, the rotation on here is still there's still a little bit more rotation on this, definitely. I don't think we have any tornado now. I don't think we have a tornado now. I think it may. I think we. And I think it may have just expired. Not the tornado warning. It's just maybe the tornado. Its expiration date went off, and maybe another tornado will be in stock. So this tornado watch, everything from up, so anything from right here goes down, it will look, that looks like a stick man. Anything down here from up to that halo point all the way down, that expires in 1 hour and 44 minutes. And then everything up north of that expires in 44 minutes. But they are slowly taking out all the tornado watches there, basically. So yeah, you can see the tornado watches are already disappearing. That means the severe weather risk down in Texas, but also up here kind of, because this used to be on tornado watch here, is kind of falling apart now. So in an hour or two, I feel like the severe weather event will most likely be done. A little bit. I'll stay alive a little bit after the tornado watches expire, just in case of a tornado. Really after that is I'll probably just sign off for the night. Tomorrow, I'm really hoping I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is also a huge chunk of the United States. Don't know. Wait, what? What? What is going on? Hmm? Okay. Anyway, I will. No, I don't want that. Well, here's our risk for today. Obviously, it was a moderate risk. Tomorrow, I probably will be live for a big chunk of the day just because how widespread today risk. This is mostly going to be a wind risk. And then a wind and hail risk, but we also have a pretty big tornado risk tomorrow. Then I will most likely be live for on Tuesday. I'll most likely be live, but I will know if I'm gonna be going live or not tomorrow. I will post that on Twitter if I'm gonna be going live or not. I just got to fix it. There we go. This storm actually has a pretty nice hook on it, and oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a tornado. If this organizes, this could be a huge tornado. Yeah, this has a pretty nice hook on it. If this organizes, like we have a nice inflow notch, we have a really nice hook on the storm. wait, what? Yo, my radar scope crashed somehow. They did issue a severe thunderstorm warning for a ping pong ball size hail and 50-mile-an-hour winds and a tornado possible label. This tornado warning does still go, surprisingly. What I did see is just a little bit ago, obviously the tornado watch expires in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes I meant. They did expand it from here, or like maybe up to here, from all that, mostly because these two storms especially. But we will see maybe a supercell develop. That's why the discussion down is mostly because the supercell could develop. So, if you're on any watches, be weather aware, or if you're on any outlooks, be weather aware. Yeah. Look at this tornado warning. Why would they do that? That is a sad tornado warning. Whoop. Tornado warning up here does expire in about 6 more minutes. And honestly, there's a chance they'll issue another one. They might. But if they do, but if they do issue another one, it would probably be more like this, something. But that's if they do. They might just leave it on a tornado possible label. I don't know why, but that tornado warning reminds me of Jamaica. Why? I don't know. Yeah, this is still this could still be a really bad tornado if it organizes a bit more. But even if there is no tornado, there is really damaging wind. There's some damaging winds up to 100 miles an hour. So, like anyone in Lipan, you guys could get winds. It depends if they kind of expand, but you guys are looking to get winds up to 70 to 80 mile an hour. Honestly, but this is Like, this is baseball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour damaging winds. This is a destructive supercell right here. You guys are. This is a very destructive supercell. Like I said, the severe weather will be winding down in the next hour or two. So we almost, so if I'm not live for longer, we almost broke the record today. But it really depends what happens. Like, if there's like a tornado, if there's like a PDS tornado or a confirmed tornado, I will obviously stay live. But if there's not, probably won't stay live. Okay, yeah, this is already starting to organize. This could be a very damaging tornado this could be a damaging tornado. Easily. By the way, guys, new reports come in. By the way, the place that was already affected by a tornado is, you guys are just about to get another line of storms with a tornado possible label on them. It's more of a wind risk, 60-mile-an-hour damaging winds and 1 inch in quarter size hail. But also there was a report of a tornado. A little bit ago, there was a report of tornadoes and power lines torn off the poles. But I think they'll let that tornado warning expire. They have not issued a new one for the rotation. So, okay, well, I knew it. We have a PDS tornado warning right now. There's a chance that this could, if this gets strong enough, there's a chance that this could easily become a tornado emergency. This is a PDS tornado warning. Lipan, Oak Trails Shores, Annanetta South and Annanetta. I think I'm saying those right. Getting a safe place. This could be a life-threatening situation right here. This is a particularly dangerous situation. We could actually have a debris signature right now. Yeah, we could have a debris signature. So this is a damaging tornado right now. They do have a mesoscale discussion now. Actually, I think for the cell, a well-established supercell with a history of producing tornadoes, very large hail continues across parts of north central Texas. This storm is still very favorable environment characterized by 270 to 300 m2s. I'm gonna not read all the confusing stuff. And an ongoing strong mesoscale, the tornado, large hail, damaging wind threat continues. Unclear how long the supercell will maintain its current intensity, but yeah. This tornado will be wait. This is obviously a very slow moving storm, but this storm is heading straight for Annetta and Annetta South. This is a PDS tornado warning, and it expires in about 43 more minutes. This is a dangerous situation right now, y'all. You need to get to your safe place right now. By the way, this severe thunderstorm warning up here, this is one for 70 mile an hour damaging winds and a tornado possible with tennis ball sized hail, basically, and a tornado possible label on. That tornado warning has expired. Both tornado warnings have expired. It's only this PDS tornado warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Get in your safe place right now. And this thing's inflow is this thing's inflow is really good. There's inflow right here. Right, that's some pretty strong inflow. That is almost 50 mile an hour winds worth of inflow. And even then, like, it's still really strong inflow. Luckily, this tornado is going to be clearing towns for a while now. So this is giving a lot of time for the people in like Annetta South and Annetta North. You need to get to a safe place because this tornado will be. If this tornado will by chance be knocking on your doorstep in about an hour maybe. It's a pretty slow moving tornado, so it's gonna do a lot more damage. Hoping this thing dies out before it gets to a really populated area. This tornado watch up here does go for about 25 more minutes. This one goes for about an hour and 25 more minutes. Luckily, the severe risk is starting to wind down now. I feel like this was, well, I don't think I've actually catched all the tornadoes yet. What I've seen, this was probably only 10% hatches, but I probably missed a lot. Because I was doing a lot of other things. This is a PDS tornado warning. Get in your safe place. this thing has just came off of a highway. So just any future highway or even roads any future highways or anything, like any future highways that have like overpasses or just don't clog up traffic. And if you park on the overpass, it does two things, because it basically it accelerates the wind, so it will easily flip your car. And also when the tornado is close, it lowers the visibility, so it can cause accidents, and the tornado can easily get a whole bunch of people with it, because those cars will be stuck in traffic and they won't have anything to do. Never park on the overpasses. Like if I see on the camera, I literally crash out. Like you can see, there's really no tornado warnings up here. I feel like most of the risk has wind down. I mean, like, I feel like last night's, like, let me see something. Last night's tornado risk definitely deserved a 30% tornado risk. Definitely. I feel like because it has produced a lot of tornadoes last night. Still a particularly dangerous situation. Luckily, the rotation has been weakening out a bit, but this could go for a recycle. By the way, the areas that were already affected by a tornado are now being affected by this pretty damaging line of storms. There's a chance that this tornado might clear Annetta, and it might actually just dissipate fully. But if it does, it will definitely impact areas like Weatherford and Willow Park. A new tornado warning has been issued for Albert and Olmutz. This will go for 19 more minutes. Albert and Olmutz and in Kansas. This one you're wanting for Alba and Olmutz does go for about 17 more minutes. Get in a safe place on the lowest floor of your home or building. This thing could be strengthening again by chance. And if this thing does clear, Annetta let alone. No. What? If this thing clears, Annetta, it will not willow pout. So, does willow pout do have your tornado action plan in place? Willowpoke, Weatherford have your tornado action plan in place. Okay, I think actually a new risk came out. So moderate risk. Okay, I'm gonna just. Okay, so a new storm prediction center actually went out. Severe thunderstorm capable of all hazard remain possible this evening across portions of central and southern plains. Several strong to intense tornadoes are possible. This is still a particularly dangerous situation. I do think they will downgrade it to maybe a confirmed tornado because rotation is not that strong. Never mind, they did downgrade it, but it is not a confirmed tornado anymore. So in you guys are now under a tornado warning. Still be in your shelter because this thing could recycle. Okay, well we had a tornado report. We had a tornado report at around 9:38 p.m. Didn't really come in that fast, but there was a report of a funnel cloud. Geez, I can't talk. I was like, funnel cloud. They did show on this tornado warning a little bit. It does not include Santo anymore. No, I think it never includes Santo, but it used to be like something like this. It used to be like that. But they did show in this. Rotation could definitely still recycle. See, even if it's not a particularly dangerous situation, it could recycle easily. So let's stay and watch for that. We can see now these supercells are starting to fire off, so there's a chance they will keep a tornado watch by chance. This tornado watch up here does expire in about 11 minutes. We can see these supercells over here are starting to kind of fire off. So depending what Connor is, if he's up there, he can't get these, but he might be able to get these. Or really any storm chasers that are right there. But tomorrow is also going to be a big day too for not just tornadoes, but also hail and winds. It's mainly driven by, tomorrow's risk is mainly driven by hail and wind, but we could have so we could easily have a few strong tornadoes and several tornadoes, but a few strong tornadoes tomorrow, and let alone violent tornadoes. But that's that's for tomorrow, and we'll see. We have a report of some tree limbs down 1 inch. This thing is a destructive thunderstorm, tornado possible, 60-mile-an-hour damaging winds, and baseball-sized hail. What's this discrete supercell? Let me take a look at the tornado reports in a minute here. Let's hope it doesn't break our radar. I'm gonna take a look at our tornado reports. Okay, we still have like 20. 1 minute. I'm gonna make sure it's right. We have 25 tornado reports. Okay, they did officially end the tornado watch up there. Well, at least is about to. They did end the tornado watch. That was over here and all that, and right. They did end the tornado watch. That was right here and like over here or somewhere in that. So in 7 minutes we'll end that, and they'll end that in about an hour. So basically an hour left on the severe weather. On like the severe weather risk will be winding down soon. But like these supercells right here could easily produce something. Those could be severe soon and easily produce stuff. So, in the next hour, we still do have a tornado risk. They might issue another short-term tornado risk for maybe an hour. They might issue a short-term risk for maybe an hour, like right here. And this will probably all be. Those will all expire most likely, and then they might keep a tornado watch going right there. Maybe for those, and we do have some little cells forming, so they could keep a tornado watch going. It just depends. Like they could put another tornado watch down. So they might. I'm almost positive they'll put a tornado watch down from right here, and then they'll also I'm pretty sure they'll put another tornado watch down, another short term right there. Or then they might put a severe thunderstorm watch right here because all the remnants of any of these cells. Or they just put a tornado watch down like this and kind of have it like that. Am I still PDS? Okay, good. So far we've had a large outbreak today. We've had a large outbreak. We have 25 tornado reports, so far we've had a large outbreak of tornadoes today. Now tornado watch right. Wait a minute. What's the this tornado watch right here expires in about a minute. So severe weather risk is definitely winding down now. Okay, they do have a special weather statement for this, for 50-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail. This storm is heading for Greensburg. This looks like more of a tornado producer than really anything, but they did issue a new tornado watch actually up here. There's a new tornado warning. This is for Palisade. There was a report of downed power lines from. Okay, yeah, there was a report of downed power lines. So they think it was a tornado. Other than this tornado warning down here and up there, we have really no more tornado warnings. Under this one and up there. This one I feel like will most likely they'll let it expire, but honestly, no. It's kind of 50-50. They let it expire or not. Because there is still rotation. They might just put on a tornado possible label on a severe thunderstorm. But there was still a lot of rotation on it, so. right there. So they most likely won't. Will keep this going. I just inhaled a popcorn kernel, bro. Well, yeah, tornado risk is mostly done. We could still see some tornadoes soon, but just have multiple ways to receive alerts and all. Because probably about soon, I'll probably just sign off for the night. Tomorrow, we got a big day tomorrow also. I'm gonna. Oh, no, no, no. Here's to the rest of today's tornado risk. We could still see strong, maybe violent tornadoes, but I got a huge day. I will be live for most of tomorrow. Got a big hill risk tomorrow also. Then I will most likely be live the next day after that. So this tornado warning does go for about 9 more minutes. And there is a little bit of rotation on this. There is a little bit of there is a little rotation on this still. Not really a tornado. Not really a tornado. Just stay weather aware, especially y'all in like Nebraska and Kansas. You need to stay very weather aware for have multiple ways to receive alerts. Make sure you receive them, and because who knows. This tornado warning up here does go for about 7 more minutes. Honestly, there's some pretty weak rotation on this. Some pretty broad rotation. It has been broadening out the past few minutes. Like that's when there was a PDS and I think a measure. Oh yeah, it wasn't rotating for a minute, and now. Okay. I don't think they will keep this going. I mean, there's a little bit of rotation, very broad rotation. Down trees in northwest. Yeah, there's some pretty high winds apparently in New York. Whoops. I do think the tornado threat will be going down in the next hour. I mean, there's still the threat for tornadoes, but yeah. Okay. There is still a threat for tornadoes in the next hour, probably. Rotation, there's barely any rotation. They will most likely just let this expire in about 4 minutes here. There's some wind damage, roof damage to home on Stratton Drive. 4 minutes till this tornado warning expires. The storm actually looks to be a little bit more. It looks to be strengthening. I mean, these could pose a tornado threat too. I will most likely sign off after these tornado warnings. I'll probably be signing off after these tornado warnings expire in the next 2 minutes. I'll probably stay along probably for like the next 5 minutes just to, in case. But then I will probably. They probably will let this tornado warning expire because there's really no rotation on this. Then on this one, there was a little bit of rotation. They might let this expire. Probably, yeah. They did put this severe thunderstorm warning on this, and also this is a considerable damage threat on these storms. I mean, these storms are gonna easily pose a tornado threat. I mean, that's probably why they have this tornado watch down, their new one. These two have expired. They do have a severe thunderstorm warning and a tornado possible label on them. I most likely will probably sign off for the night. Yeah. Well, guys, stay weather aware. Stay weather aware, because there is still tornado watches. Stay weather aware. I probably will be streaming tomorrow. I'm actually going to show you the risk for tomorrow. Okay, there we go. So we do have moderators for the rest of the night, but tomorrow's risk we do have an enhanced risk. We do have we have a very widespread risk. That's weird. My microphone keeps doing that. We do have a very widespread 10% tornado risk, also a widespread 30% tornado risk. So I will be live not only because it's 10%, but also because how widespread of severe weather event tomorrow. How widespread a severe weather event is tomorrow. Then I'll most likely be live on Tuesday. I will probably post. I'll probably post on Twitter if I will or will not be live on Thursday. At Cows Boys on Twitter, by the way. So I probably will stay along for the next few minutes. But just beware in Texas. By the way, they did let this tornado watch expire over here. But in Texas, you guys have 42 minutes left on tornado watch. But these discrete supercells could pose a tornado threat. So just stay weather aware, especially up here. Up here could easily pose a tornado threat for the next few minutes. Few hours. So. Well, anyways, guys, like I said, tomorrow's threat is a pretty nice threat. Also, I might as well just hopefully have my next run. I'm gonna actually just. So, this is probably going to show tomorrow's severe weather event to do. Also, but you can see these supercells will fire off, just about now. So that's why they probably. I think this is an old run. Okay, this is the newest one. I probably will stay along for I probably will stay along for until the newest run comes in. But you can see these supercells kind of just they don't really, like, at midnight they kind of just die off a lot. Like the one right here could produce a tornado threat in Nebraska. I mean, in Kansas. But in Nebraska still has the damaging line of storms that they'll go through with. Then really, that's it. I'm gonna go to an old run so I can. But tomorrow's weather setup for like Missouri and Indiana, you do have that, like, we do have that line of storms obviously go through. So when that line of storms goes through, like, I'll be streaming tomorrow and the next days. But you could see, but you could see on Tuesday, you could see it's more of a it's gonna probably be by chance another 15% tornado risk, just because you could see how many isolated supercells there are. Then it will most likely be in a line of storms formation after. So guys, anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later.